Broner saga recently?
I haven't been following, but I did hear recently that he got into some abuse charges and stuff like that down in ATL or something like that. Yeah. It's part of who he is, you know. Some of us are product of our environment and our upbringing. Some of us are a product of that and just kind of grow out of it or figure out the right ways to go. He is and has always been a product of his environment, and unfortunately it hasn't been a good environment. We've seen the worst of it because he's on such a stool that, you know, it all gets seen, you know. So
you've gone 12 rounds with him. What's his talent level like versus the elite 147-pound guys like you, like a Keith Thurman, like a Devin Alexander at the time when you fought him for the IBF?
I would say at his best, he is Devin Alexander-esque in terms of speed, quickness, counter-punching ability, movement. That's at his best. I think you guys, he says it enough for you guys to hear it but not believe it, but he always says you haven't seen the best of, you know, you haven't seen my best. The next fight you'll see my best. Unfortunately, we never see his best, but I understand what he's saying. He knows that he has something to offer, and he just can't get it together and keep it together enough to actually show you in the ring. But talent-wise, the dude he's at the top in terms of talent, raw athletic ability, raw talent, you know, taking out, you know, the mental aspect of competing and boxing. You just talk about raw athleticism and talent. He's got a lot of it.
What do you think about his fight against Figueroa tonight?
I think he's in trouble. I think he's in trouble, and that's not to say that Omar is a really great dynamic fighter or anything like that, but Omar is big. He's a big fighter. He's a big guy, and they're fighting at 47, right? Mm-hmm. They're fighting at 47. He's gonna be big.
40.
They're fighting at 40.
It is 40.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna be big. He's gonna come back to the ring big, just as big as Adrien Broner. I think it's gonna be a tough fight for Adrien. I think it's gonna be a tough fight for Adrien.
Speaking of, we're still on Adrien Broner. What was the game plan to fight an Adrien Broner?
Who, me?
Yes. What was your game plan?
Our game plan to fight when we fought Adrien, we knew I would be just as fast, just as quick, obviously more powerful and more aggressive. So what we wanted to do was kind of, you know, I don't really want to say because after all that, I don't want to say because I don't want to, you know, I don't want people to understand that this is we think more than you think we think. You know,
remember your dad told me the game, but I'm
yeah,
gonna spill the game.
a lot of the aggression that you see is becoming more calculated than it has been in the past. But along with that, a lot of the moves that we're going to make, a lot of things that we're going to do are going to be calculated, and they're going to be we're going to start making the right moves at the right times. You know, not to say that I haven't, but you know, I just don't want to tell you my game plan and to be completely opposite of what you thought the game plan was, and then you scratching your head like, oh, they thinking.